We're obviously deviating from the countdown a little bit today because this is a serious situation.
I see you over there feeling it, but don't you're alright. It's alright. It's gonna be alright.
Grilling your chick, is she with you?
LOX. Can you hear us?
Let's go, girl.
Yeah, Hot97, official #1 for hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
So, D-Block is here. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if somebody told you. With a lot going on too. Puffy called up. I'm not really sure how the call ended up. Did he say we could sit down, come to the office? That's kind of how it, right?
The call ended up, he tried to make us hang up.
He tried to make it. No, he hung up. He
tried to get us out.
Trying to get us off the airway.
Try to get us out of, out of my
hip hop police. We chilling. We ain't doing nothing. The whole world, we ain't doing nothing.
Let me ask you a question. In your decision to, you're not gonna not rap, right?
How would that even make sense?
Oh, my bad. I just want to clarify so people
just ain't
understand.
Gonna rap and do things where people get the bulk of money off of us.
So you're not gonna put albums out.
Exactamundo.
Got stuff coming out though.
So how do you rap and not put albums out? You do it on other people's albums, but don't they have to clear?
We don't like.
I mean, they ain't gonna most likely to everything get worked out. Business get taken care of. They ain't gonna clear nothing.
So you're not gonna be able to even rhyme on other people's albums.
Not unless they good friends with somebody that I don't know.
So the only place would be like what, mixtapes and stuff?
Mash out, free mash outs. Handing out free mash outs.
Might do the garden.
Like music for the people, but free mash outs.
Might do the garden. What do you think? We do the garden. The Bow Out Graceful show.
We ain't graceful though. Some gotta give. People gotta understand. I need everybody who's really listening, who wherever you work or whatever you do, like sit down for a serious second. Even the police in their cars, hip hop police and everything. Just imagine working for years, putting in hard work. And somebody who has nothing to do with that is getting the bulk of it. You'll be totally, utterly frustrated. And you're trying to get around it for years, and you go about it with lawyers and paperwork, but people are too powerful.
What was the straw though that you finally got to this point? If it's been years of this,
you know what it is. If Rough Riders and Jimmy Iovine is willing to work with us, why can't he be willing to work with us?
So is Jimmy Iovine and Rough Riders, is that a better situation?
We sat down. It's all business at the end of the day.
Right. So what did you feel like you weren't getting out of your label?
See, out of that,
the contracts ain't right. When you come in this game, you get a new artist deal, and you gotta rearrange terms, and you know what I'm saying. You gotta switch points, and you gotta do some of that after you sell some records and put some work in. And if they even willing to give us a meeting in that, you know what I'm saying, what's going on here? It's going to be hard, though, because he's still, ladies and gentlemen, he owns Biggie's publishing.
Yeah.
Sit there and tell you Big was his favorite man and he loved him and this, that, but Diddy owns B.I.G.'s publishing.
If I die, would you keep my publishing, Kiss?
Not at all. I'll give it to your moms or whoever, your daughter, your son, your wife.
Now, not to put you in the middle of it, and not to on any human citizen.
Who's that on 11? Lil C's?
Let's talk this. Let's hear this out. Let's hear it from the inside out.
Does he know it's live? Tell him it's live, please. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
C's.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, baby? Can you hear us?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, y'all can hear you. Kiss, what's up?
What's going on, big baby?
C's, we're live, baby, okay?
Oh, what's good?
I mean, it's just...
Yeah, I know. I'm listening. That's how I called it.
What'd you say?
I was listening. I had to come check in, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Up there.
Let the people know that this ain't no, this ain't no gimmick, or this ain't no sideways, or this ain't no varmint talk. This is real life.
Your phone sounds horrible, honey.
Oh, man, the phone kind of low right now.
All right, you want to call us back?
Yeah, I'm gonna call right back in a few seconds. Get my phone a little better so I can get in there.
Try to call from a land phone, okay?
All right.
All right. That was a little serious. I think he's gonna call back. Somebody said Mace was on the phone too, but what happened? He got disconnected?
You see what's happening? It's a chain of people calling up that been bamboozled.
I mean, all you gotta do is you could not look at us, Ange, or you could look at us like we're not in this interview.
I'm just really blown away.
Not you, just like
no. Go ahead.
You and the rest of society. Sit back and look. Like, think about it. Think about that man and his catalog of artists. Like, besides we in the room today, besides we upset about publishing, just think about him and his catalog of artists and how their lives have gone and who's been successful with him. Which artists have been successful with him? Who's successful this day? Which artists didn't want to get away from him? Faith, the baby mother of your man. Somehow you're supposed to work that out to get that right. That's my man's baby mom, whatever. She got his seeds. Let me work that out. 112 out of there. It wasn't right for them. Couldn't take it. Mace retired, came back. He don't want to be with him. Us. Shine in the club with you. He comes in with you through the door. You're arguing. Money gets thrown around. Something happens. Shine's doing the jump off. Y'all didn't even have the same lawyer.
Well, love to everybody.
Like, people, I don't know if like the regular listeners, if they look at things how we look at things, or people from the streets look at things, but you separated yourself from that man. That man got 10 years. Like no artist. You can't really name an artist who was like with you that went right. Like they all wanted to get away or had some sort of dispute with the man. The best artist you had for yourself was you, and you killed it off of rhymes that you didn't write.
What do you want to happen right now, or do you think realistically is gonna happen now?
We don't even want all of it back. We just want to sit down and see if we could possibly work something out.
We want all of it back.
I mean, we gotta be realistic here.
That is being realistic. Yes, we did one album with that man, Money, Power, Respect. We had $100,000.
At the least, we want to sit down and see what we can work out, without running each other in circles and telling you to call somebody and then telling them you don't know nothing about it. You feel me?
No, I feel you. See, Puff said something when he was on the phone, because he was saying that why don't you deal with people that are getting at you, or the people that is trying to threaten you, or that.
It's nobody trying to threaten us, saying.
No, I'm not saying
at
that.
all.
Right, but some of the I guess the understanding was because you guys weren't good with 50, that the situation and the scope was bad for you. Because
and get this whole thing right, the 50 situation isn't real beef. It isn't like coming from the street or coming from anywhere. You know when you have real beef with somebody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good to hear.
One of these days he's going to admit it out of his mouth that he even said what he said because he had to start a new buzz for the Massacre album or whatever that album was called.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He lost on the street. The white flag is waved on the street by him going on all these TV saying he's even willing to work with us. Now, to the people, you can't get it misconstrued. Like, this is a way for everybody to make money if everybody's going to make money off it. He came out, he used all that piggy bank, and it worked for him. It worked very successfully. Now, our whole thing was, Jimmy Iovine is a man about business and about money. He doesn't even know about none of that. He doesn't even care about it. A hot song is a hot song at the end of the day, and that's what's going to sell.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? But 50 as far as going, saying we going to sign it'll never be the Locks sign the G Unit or under G Unit. That just ain't going to happen. That's trying to somewhat make us the subject of ridicule. You see how he's saying it. You see how Chris Lighty's saying it. When Rough Riders had to sit down with them, they're partners with Jimmy. Know what I'm saying? So if Jimmy asked them could they work it out or whatever, they got to at least out of the respect of business sit down with that man.
So, but it was never an intention or option or open, like a realistic option?
I mean, sitting down with 50, why wouldn't we sit down with 50 if we're sitting down with Diddy?
So
I got more in something with Diddy than I got with 50. We never even saw each other or none of that. This is just similar to the WWF with the people, like, because we never came from the same hood and we never shot at each other or none of that. This is just on words, and if the people like it and it's gonna make money, we could keep it going forever. But it gotta be it gotta be on a
That's
on a
really
fair,
interesting. That's really
fair scale. You know what I'm saying?
It's just interesting that you would say that the situation is worse with Puffy than it is with 50. Just because of this, I know, but the public doesn't know all the inside, so they would think, oh, you have a thing with 50 that's so big, but it's really not.
Because the people only believe what they hear and what, you know what I'm saying, what they see off the radio and off TV.
Right. Wow. We gotta get back to the music, because I want to know what the plan is, like how you plan to.
What would you do, Ange?
Somebody,
like, would you want to go to the studio? Like, I just asked the people, anybody,
because if you make a hot record, then Puff gets more of the money than you.
So yeah, how do you feel enthused about that? How do you want to keep going on? Like, after a while, you know, because we said to ourselves, we've been working for a minute. Like, we've been through a lot of lawyers, try to handle it lawyer-wise, but it's not happening now. Now we're getting to the point where, you know, it's not happening. It's costing us money to keep running through these lawyers and getting the runaround. So when is this man going to give out our stuff back? Like,
So
like we
really,
to a point
so
where
really, at this point, this whole thing is about that.
It's basically about that, because everybody, it was about both, but we know the other side is willing to sit down and work with us. That's our whole point is like, yo, we veterans. We've been here for a minute. We've been in this game. We've seen them come and go.
It's an interesting decision to take it to the airwaves and to take it to the public, but I guess that's out of years of trying to deal with it behind the scenes.
Yeah,
right?
definitely so.
We couldn't get a meeting for 6 months till I spoke to you on the radio that day.
Because the people don't
sometimes
understand.
it ain't, you know, it's about how you go about doing things.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's business.
Sheik, you're awfully quiet over there today.
Listening, Ange, listening.
Somebody's on 11, but let me just get a join in. We're gonna get a song on, then we're gonna get back to some of these calls. Try to get C's back on the phone, maybe Mace back on the phone. Locks are here. 1-800-223-9797 if you want to talk to him. Styles and Akon. Yeah.
We make hits.
We
just need to be in the machine.
Is that C's back? C's is back on 11, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully he's on the landline. Lil C? C's? Hello?
Yeah.
There he is. One time, Lil C on the telephone, please.
What up?
I guess you've been hearing about what's going on up here.
Yeah, man, it's crazy up there.
So crazy up here today. Wow.
Real, though.
So, I don't know. You have feelings? What? I mean,
Nah, I mean, it's just, like, I was sitting there listening to that, you know, I was around that whole soca around that whole time, but there's one thing that sparked something when I heard Styles' piece, like, yo, when it comes to that publishing, like, Big ain't here. Big been gone for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still holding on to that? You know, Big got kids as well as he got kids.
Oh, so
you know, his kids got Justins in their name, all type of other situation, but here you go still taking something that you didn't put no work in for, and you making money off it still. You're supposed to have been sat down and gave that to his moms and gave that to his kids or gave that to Faye, and then say, you know what, that's how much I love them. Y'all go take that and y'all go eat with that. To hold that and say that shit is all business or whatever like that, I mean, that's kind of crazy. It's just certain things you feel, and I'm like, yo, you know what, I got to call and just like, just to respond to that, because that's kind of crazy, man. I mean, he just did a Big album, and ain't nobody up there on that Big album to represent Big that's from the hood or from the mafia, from nobody, not even Kim on there. And I wouldn't have even been mad at that if Kim was on it. You can't even call nobody to get on that album. When I had Ms. Waslow ask him, can I be on the album? He told her, no, I can't be on the album.
is there a problem with you and him? Maybe is that? I mean,
he felt a little way when I did my Chronicles, the DVD, where I was kind of like sitting there talking about certain situations, so he wasn't digging that. But as a man, I went back after that, and like, you know what? I got it off my chest. I went back and tried to go talk to him. He didn't want to have nothing to say to me, and I was like, all right, it ain't no thing. I just want to speak my piece, because being that you was talking all that family thing, you never could sit down and really give me a 15, 20-minute conversation about something real. So I felt like I had to go out there and play it out to the public like they're doing right now. Because sometimes when you try to do it the right way, it frustrates you. Because it's like, you know, he keeps sending you to run around, keeps sending somebody else to come talk to you when you know this person can handle this. This person got money and power that can handle any situation. If he say, yo, dead that contract, it could be dead. That easy. You gotta send people around for a lawyer. I gotta pay for this lawyer too to come back in and out. It just ain't good, man. For everything that everybody been through with him, I mean, I think he should treat people a little better.
Let me ask you this. Styles, and all y'all, Jada. Because I'm sure that you have fans in this city, like heavy D-Block fans. That when you say that when you say you're not gonna do any music anymore because of this, or you're gonna put no more albums out, like.
Right in the Puff's office. Go there. Go knock on his door and ask him why he don't want to